That's crazy. So I just had to put my phone on airplane mode because I'm not doing these videos over again. But like I said, it's crazy that so many young people are strung out. They have kids, and they don't have their kids. Women that I know that are strung out don't have their kids. And what's really crazy about it is, like, I know one person in particular who I know was this strong person, strong motherfucker, man, mentally strong and seemed to have it all together, workaholic. And to see this person, and I'm not going to distinguish if it's a guy or a girl because I don't want them to think or assume that I'm talking about them. I want to leave it just the way it is, like, for anyone's assumption, because this video isn't to, like, downgrade any specific person. This is general, because there's so many women and men that I know right now that are in this situation as far as drug addiction, and there's so many men and women that are in my shoes that have been down that road. So I'm not talking about just one specific person. I mean, it's very I'm trying to be very general, but I thank God every day for saving me. And I thank God just for the type of strength that I have personally. For the fact that, I didn't have to tell people about this. Like, I didn't have to tell people that I'm addicted to drugs and I want to stop, I want to get my life together. Like, I didn't have to say that. I just stopped. And I'm really thankful for that. But I wanted to do this video because, again, like, drugs have been something in my life that I have always been able to hide. I've always been able to hide that I once was addicted to different kind of drugs. I was able to hide the fact that I was selling things to get drugs. These are things that people don't know about me. But I don't want to hide anymore. Like, I know the truth. And essentially, like, I hope that someone can see this video or pass these videos along to someone who knows me or to someone who can relate to my story, and it encourages them to either get off of these drugs or to not be afraid of their past if they once did street drugs like I did, because that was like, it was a stain that I never wanted people to know I had. But I did. And I'm definitely, like, a lot better in my life now. I dipped and dabbed a couple times in the last couple of years, but nothing serious, nothing recent, nothing in a long time, actually. My last time doing coke was a couple months ago, actually. Well, more than a couple months ago. Probably almost a year ago. No, I don't know. Somewhere between 9 months and a year was the last time that I actually did coke. Very little bit of it, and I hated it. I don't even drink anymore. Every once in a while I may drink. But, yeah, I don't, and I'm really proud of the fact that that I don't have to have that lifestyle, because when you're in it, you become dependent on it, and you really do think that this is your identity now. Like, this is who you are. And I think that's what makes it harder for people to quit, is because they have done so many drugs, or they've done it for so long that they now believe that drugs is part of their identity, and they don't know how to quit and how to let it go or how to stop. And also, it is a coping mechanism for people in pain, or people just, when you don't know how to deal with life, then you don't want to even be mentally here at all, which is what happened for me. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here at all. I didn't want to deal with my mom and dad being gone and my grandpa being gone, and I didn't know how to pick those pieces up. I did not know. Particularly with my mom, I had a lot of regret with my mom's death. I'm not gonna go there, but when my grandpa was dying and he died, I didn't know how to pick those pieces up, because he was such a rooted person in my life. And then my mom, it was so much regret with her that I just didn't know how to deal. But once I started to realize like that I was just trying to numb myself, and then I didn't want to deal with reality, and I didn't want to deal with certain things, it made it easier for me to push through and to really get off these things and to get my life together. But to anyone that is going through drugs, if you're using drugs to numb yourself, and you think that you got it under control, trust and believe you don't. And even when you think that you have control right now, you don't. These drugs are way more powerful than you. And the intention for drugs is different than your intentions on using drugs. Okay? Your intention is whatever it is. For me, it was to escape. And for the drug, the intention for that damn drug is to take you down, to take you out, to make you dependent, to keep on spending, to kill you. It is evil. It's the enemy. And whatever you think, reason you have for doing it is not going to last long. And eventually you will find yourself dependent, and you will look around and you will be like, what the fuck happened? You will. Any person that has done drugs will tell you this, that has gotten addicted. They will tell you this. So I just wanted to share that story. I uploaded a picture of myself with these videos. It's like 3 videos. That sucks. It's like 3 videos. I'm sorry. But I uploaded a picture of myself. This picture was taken back in 2015. This picture was taken when I was homeless. I didn't have my son, and I was sleeping on somebody's couch. And I was coming down off of cocaine in this picture. And sometimes the come down is definitely not as good as the high. But I was coming down off of it, and I was just really beating myself up about it. Like I said, I'm this person who I'm better. I knew that I was better than the way I was living and the way I was behaving. And the high is always fun. But when you're coming down is when reality really starts to get you. And I took this picture of me coming down. I never did anything with it until now. But this was me. This is the way that I was looking. I wasn't as happy as I was probably an hour or 2 before taking this picture. I was really sad and in deep thought, and just trying to understand life and trying to figure it all out. But that's my story. That's my story. With drugs. So, like I said, random alert. This is a random video. So, if you watch it and you have any comments about drugs, if you know someone who's going through this situation with drugs and it's hard for them to get off, or if you got off drugs and you can relate, talk to me. I mean, if you're willing to do that, if you're not ashamed or shy or whatever. It took me a long time to get here. It took me a very long time to get to the point where I can tell the world about my encounter with drugs. Because like I said, prior to this, prior to today, like, this has been a long time coming, but prior to today, like, this was a stain that I did not want anyone else to see. So there it is. That's all I got. As always, I love y'all, and thank you for watching. And like I said, drop some comments if you can relate, or if you know someone who's struggling. Drop some comments. Let's talk about it. That's all I got for you today.